Kakadosh Boker Tov, we're continuing with the halachot of Refuah on Shabbat. We know that Safek PikuaH Nefesh is dochet Shabbat, which means that even if you have a doubt whether you're going to be able to come and to save someone, it's also going to push off the Shabbat. Because since we learn it from V'chai Bahem, we are going to make the drasha V'chai Bahem V'lo Sheyamut Bahem. So therefore, also Safek PikuaH Nefesh is going to be doche also in other averot in the Torah, except for obviously the three capital cardinal sins of Gilui Erot, Shvichut Damim, and Avodah Zarah. But PikuaH Nefesh, or even Safek PikuaH Nefesh, will be doche the Shabbat. Now, that which we just said now, that you're allowed to be mechalel the Shabbat for PikuaH Nefesh, that's even if you know that it might only add on a few hours to his life, which means that even if it's going to be a goses, for example, which means that you know that the person is going to die anyway. But even if you could come and you're going to do something that will affect that they're able to live for another few hours, that in itself is already going to be dochet Shabbat. Why? Because it's going to be dochet Shabbat. Now, not only that, even like when we started off, Safek PikuaH Nefesh dochet Shabbat. What does that mean? Safek PikuaH Nefesh is dochet Shabbat. We know that any type of a thing which is going to be a sakana, you're going to be doche, even if it's going to be on the outwardly, which means, let's say a makah or a wound which is outside. They're going, but what happens if you have a machloket? One doctor says it's a sakana. One doctor says it's not a sakana. Since we just said Safek PikuaH Nefesh dochet Shabbat, we come into, since it's a Safek, it's a doubt. We don't know. One doctor said yes, one doctor said no. So again, you're going to be mechalel the Shabbat. Now, a makah which is not inside the body, but it's rather external, usually we will not come and be mechalel Shabbat unless somebody that's an expert or somebody that knows will come in, or the choleh himself that he needs, he'll come and tell you that it's Safek Nefashot, which means something external and somebody has a wound. You're not going to start saying, it's a PikuaH Nefesh, dochet Shabbat, things like that. However though, makashe betocha halal, which means a wound which is internal, right, inside of the body, we are going to be mechalel Shabbat. You don't even need any type of omid or evaluations or anything like that, but rather we come and we say that usually it is going to be very dangerous, and therefore they would have to come and they would have to be mechalel Shabbat. That which we just said also, halal aguf, is going to be mechalelin into Shabbat, and that we don't need any type of evaluation. That's only if it's going to be that one of the internal organs are being, whether it's going to be that it's got some inflammation, a makah. If it's just stam that a person is hurting his back, and his back is internal, we're not going to come and start saying mechalel Shabbat. Obviously, it has to be that there's some problem with the internal organs of the body. The last halakha that we're going to mention is that just like we said, Safek PikuaH Nefesh dochet Shabbat, Safek Hatzala is also going to be dochet Shabbat. What does that mean? Amapolet. Let's say you have that a building collapses, and now we know that there's probably still somebody there, not there, maybe they're alive, not alive, was there anybody there at all? All those things, you're allowed to come. And there's a Safek if he's there, a Safek he's not there, Safek if he's alive or he's dead, still Mefachim alav, you're going to come and you're going to Mefachim alav et Tagal, you're going to take it off, all the rubble and everything in order to try to save him. And that's again, even though there's a few Sfekot there, whether Bichali was there, not there, if he's alive or not alive, and so on and so forth, still again, as we mentioned, you're going to be Mechalel alav et Shabbat.